Hi everyone, this is the Focus Spender, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the M1 Borrow program by M1 Finance. But first, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. My channel is all about getting out of debt, staying out of debt, organizing your finances, and increasing your net worth. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me at Focus Spender on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now let's get started. So yes, this is a debt-free channel, and I want to make sure that you stay that way. However, there is a very real possibility that at some point you are going to need to borrow money. If you live in an expensive city like I do and you want to buy a house, at some point you might consider taking out a mortgage. Additionally, at least once a week I get an email from someone asking me how quickly they can get their money out of an investment if they need to sell so they can use that money for an emergency. Besides losing their money in an investment, I think the second biggest concern of many new investors is just not being able to access their cash quickly, even if they do have a fully funded emergency fund. However, there are a couple of problems with using your investment in the case of an emergency. One, you will lock in the losses when you sell, meaning if you bought an investment for $20 a share and now it's $15 and you sell it at $15, then your $5 is gone forever. Second, you are missing out on future gains of the investment. Keeping with this $20 stock, if now the stock is at $25 and you sell, okay, great, you get $5. But what if in a week that stock is now $35? You have lost out on all those gains. And lastly, you are realizing your capital gains. So just to step back, capital gains are the profits on your investment. And when you realize your capital gains, that means you have sold your investment and now the gains are actually yours. The profits are actually yours. So if you have that $20 investment that is now $25, that $5 would be your capital gains, and you now need to pay taxes on that money when tax time comes. And depending on how long you've held the investment and your individual tax rate, your capital gains tax could be anywhere between 20 and 37%. Or if you held it for a super long time, at least a year, and you have a low individual tax rate, you could be paying anywhere from 0 to 5%, but that is a little bit more rare. So basically, the moral of the story is that you would need to sell more than what you needed in the case of an emergency in order to have the money for your emergency and also to set aside something for your taxes. Now, I'm not saying this to scare anyone from investing, but I'm sharing this to highlight the alternative that M1 Finance has created with their M1 Borrow program. The program lets you borrow against your taxable account without selling your securities and realizing a capital gain. So what that means is if you have an investment portfolio that is worth $10,000, you can borrow $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, what have you, without selling any of your stocks that you have in your portfolio. Some features of the program are that you get immediate access to your money, there is no credit check, and the interest rates are pretty low at 3.5%. If you're in the M1 Spend program, then your interest rate is only 2%. To qualify for the program, you do need to have at least $10,000 in your taxable account. Please note that the funds you have in your IRA do not qualify for M1 Borrow. There is no application for this program, so once your account hits $10,000, you automatically qualify for M1 Borrow. You repay the money as you see fit by doing transfers back into your account, meaning you're not going to be subject to repaying on a certain day every single month. However, interest does accrue and is added to your account at the end of every month. If you have a cash balance on your account from dividends you might have received, they will use that money to repay the interest, or you can do transfers to repay the interest. And if you don't do that, then they will add it back to your principal. The one thing that I want to note is maintenance calls. If the value of your total investment dips below 30% during the time you have borrowed money, you will be required to deposit additional cash back into your account. I will leave more information about the M1 Borrow program in the description box below. If you would like to sign up for M1 Finance and start investing, I will also leave videos that I've done on the program as well as a link to sign up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave me a comment, click like, and share with your friends, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.